Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle.
Check it. It's a unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing in my day will go on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow from all social media platforms. When I mean all, I mean all. I mean on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all see us on the streets and talk about, man, I love what y'all doing. Keep up the good work. How can we be a part of Boss Talk? This is how you can be a part of Boss Talk. Under each and every interview, including this one right here in the description section below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and that's how you can be a part of Boss Talk and see all the exclusive content. Y'all been asking us, where's this interview? Where's that interview? You have to be a member to see it. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Man, check it, man. Hey, man, listen, man. We got a guy in here today, y'all. He don't really need no introduction. He's family, man. This guy right here is a very artistic guy when it comes to the music, man.
He's the Dallas John Legend to me.
He's definitely better than just the John Legend for me because of the hip-hop factor. John Legend is we just ordinary people. This guy right here gonna say it, lay it down, I'm a crook for life. It's gonna be different. He gonna say, Southside do boom, 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 boom. It's gonna be a lot different, you know what I'm saying? Ty Harris is in the building.
What's happening? What's
going on?
Yeah.
Man, what's going on, man?
Nothing. Everything good.
Everything good?
Everything great.
Man.
Has anybody ever called you the Dallas John Legend before?
Man, I get the Dallas Mozart. I get the hip hop Mozart. I get Beethoven. People be arguing about Beethoven being black in my comments and all that. And I'm like, yeah, he is. He black. I get all that. Mozart, Beethoven, Elton John, everything. So yeah.
Man, what the heck you been up to, man? I seen you. It was one time when I got to go right in because we are the people that ask the questions, man. Good. I seen a project with you and Rainwater.
Okay.
And then I wondered where was that going? I thought you had almost signed a deal for him to be your management.
Nah.
But how was that? You know, far as what did y'all do as a project, or are y'all still linked?
Rainwater, me and Rainwater did good business on the song Came Up for MO3's his last album that he put out. Not only the first one, but the deluxe one as well. We did Came Up 1 and Came Up 2. Me and my big brother did production. Of course, I put a verse on it, and we gave Mo3 all the homage he deserved on it. So, yeah, Rainwater did good business with me on that song for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm a big, I push for Rain because no matter what nobody say about his business tactics, he make things happen. I've seen it.
Yeah,
a lot of people talk the talk but don't walk the walk.
Right.
And I've seen him make things happen. Right. It was right in the front of me, and they'd be like, damn, like, you might not like what he do and how he do it, but he get the job done.
Good, bad, or ugly, it get done. Good, bad, or ugly, it get done. I'll be watching him too. I'll be like, man, I pray for him sometimes. He be going through some shit.
Yeah, but I think that's a part of it, man. Just always, when you build up the way that he built his format up of how he deal with situations, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like, Rain like being the bad guy, or Rain strategic with what he's doing to make people feel a way so they can get involved with what he's doing.
Hey, it's a method to his madness. That's all I can say. I'll be looking at some of the stuff and like, God damn, Rain, you doing it like that?
He's doing what he's supposed to do because he's keeping his name on everybody's tongue.
Man, and I was one thing that really was like, I don't know about that, Rain. They had the little lawsuit.
Oh,
and he was talking about what happened in the parking lot. He was like, yeah, man, everything was going good. They was asking about the Grammys and they was playing Ty Harris in the parking lot. And I thought about it, like, y'all ain't know me back then. But it's a method to his madness, and good, bad, ugly, he get it done.
And then people fuss at him for even calling their name. He's like, that's a blessing I'm calling your name because I'm plugging you in.
Yeah, exactly. And whether it's a lie, whether it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? It can be good, it can be bad. You just kind of got to roll with it. And you be trying to be solid. And you be having yourself in situations you didn't think you'd be in, but goddamn how bad you want it.
That's real. I mean, you work with a lot of people, man, and I'm going to be honest with you. That's the beauty of it is that, when you've blessed yourself to be around a lot of different type of people, dealing with Rain was a walk in the park for you because you've been dealing with business. You talk strongly about I remember the first interview we did. You talked about OG Bobby Billions going and doing the interview, and
Right.
I mean doing the video and all the stuff he had dealt with.
Right.
So you wasn't new to what you were dealing with.
Right.
I also seen you deal with somebody else. Whether it was, I seen you with Charleston White around him
Right.
one time.
Right.
I seen you. I think you and DeRoe, when y'all around each other doing.
Me and DeRoe have never put out a song
together, but
I mean,
some-
unless we talking about the How She Sends You, I
seen you on that, yeah.
That would know, but the thing about it is, whether I'm working with Charleston or working with Rain, MO3, OG Bobby Billions, and his song with Freddie, and
Yeah.
I just remain myself through it all.
That's dope.
The Outside song that Bobby did, that was a song and that was a feeling that they did, but my feeling on Came Up was a little bit different. You know, I always try to remain positive, genuine, and in
Did
that
you-
light.
Give me a verse on that. I came up. Yeah, I gotta
Oh
get
man,
you.
you gotta give me.
I gotta get you. You know what
No
I'm saying?
man, they asked me how I came up because I stayed down.
That ain't how you sing it
That's
on there. How it go?
Oh man, don't do me like
Do you
that.
remember do you remember the words?
Yeah, that's
Do
what.
I? Because that's a lot of songs ago. They asked me how I came up because I stayed down. I can't remember that. Now they asked me how I got the fame. My life's so dangerous. I'm always stay the same, even when it's like they don't know how to act. Don't go up fast. We got down bad. We got a pile of rats. They not down bad. We came up fast. They can't deny the facts. Yeah.
Man.
They really spoke my life on that.
Really?
Mo3 really spoke my life from the grave because he talked about his brother on there.
Wow.
And so when me and my big brother was putting the beat together and we was just listening to the acapella, like me and my brother damn near got emotional.
Wow.
Yeah, we was just sitting there. He was putting a 808, and I'm just in there trying to do the keys and get it right. And he said that like, I ain't finished school, but my brother did. Now I'm on. Now I pay all of my brother's rent. And I looked at Chris like, yeah.
Wow, that's hard, right?
Yeah. So now shout out 3 from the grave. He did his best shit on that one.
Wow.
That's why so many people can relate to his music.
Yeah. And everything I said on my verse, I was just trying to, came like Levine's and pants and doing all that stuff. It was one of them ones.
Okay, and that was how long ago? When did y'all release that?
When did we release it? A year ago.
A year ago.
About a year ago. It'll be a year in May.
3 years after Mo3 had passed away.
Is it 3 years?
Yeah, because it's
When
been
it-
4 now.
Okay,
I thought it's
yeah.
been 5.
It's been 5. Yeah,
It's
so
been
it might-
5 now,
It's
so
been
it was
5 now.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, and I said that for a reason. Do you understand that when it comes to that run being as long as it was and
Right.
the input that Rain put into it, do you feel like he did what he's supposed to do
I feel like Rain did what he was
as far as
supposed to do.
keeping Mo3 name alive?
Because I've been seeing the family's perception of it, and I know my perception of it, and whether I want to admit this or not, it is feeling like you kind of profiting off someone's demise in a sense. And as respectful as I want to be and delicate with that situation, I can't really say what Rain's job is because that's his business. But if we talking in the sense of, is he keeping the name alive with music business only? I would say so.
Yeah, and the reason I say that is because when you look at, again, Young Dolph, when you look at, they died around these times too.
Right.
When you look at,
I remember that, yeah.
when you look at, what was that guy named in L.A. that died? PNB Rock. What's that other one in Chicago?
I know it was a few of
It was
them
a
that died
bunch of
back to back.
Right, but you don't hear the music. You don't hear you don't hear the.
But you also got
Nipsey Hussle.
3 worked really, really hard. I can't speak on, because I still got a 3 verse. Like, I got a 3 verse from back in the day. 3 worked. I think 3 was a super workhorse.
I had Cole Gotti on here and I didn't catch it. He was like, man, but Nipsey's catalog wasn't as deep as Mo3.
I remember when he said
but
that.
you haven't heard anything else.
Right.
And the reason you hadn't is because of family not releasing it,
That type
different
shit.
things,
Yeah.
not taking care of the business. Between Mo3 Mama, between Cole Gotti, between the Baby Mamas, and between Rainwater, and between Ghazi,
Right.
they did a hell of a job
For sure.
keeping that whole thing going
sure.
for the last 5 years.
For sure.
But when you think about,
Am I right?
No, you're right. Absolutely.
That's true.
Absolutely.
But when I think about it, because I want to compare it to when I think about Nipsey though, Nipsey had so much money coming in from other avenues, and he already had a lot of money. So
Yeah.
a lot of people not pressuring to push to try to gain the money from the music because they
Exactly.
had all of that other stuff.
You
on
don't
his
know what
estate.
kind of situation they in. He
but
gotta
then
hustle.
with Mo, you know, you trying to make sure his kids and everybody set, so the music got to come to try to make the money to try to
Yeah.
make sure that everybody can get paid.
Right.
So
Like
you said they
Mo3's
pulled the most
legacy.
out of them.
Yeah, it's different.
Like Mo3's legacy was his music. So Nipsey's legacy is that store and is that
It's a-
and his,
it's a
and
lot
his
of
brother
things.
still Sam still
Right.
keeping
Oh, man,
Nipsey
Black Sam
business
going in.
rolling.
Right.
Same way 3's family is keeping, you know,
Through the
Mo3's
music and
music rolling.
everything,
So that's
right.
just his avenue.
So it's
But,
just-
but
Right.
it is some music that hadn't been released. That not Black Sam, but that Nipsey Hussle
Right.
had on his catalog.
Of course, I'm
we
sure.
haven't heard nothing else. Is what I'm telling you.
sure.
We
For
haven't
sure.
heard just the last project that he done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Before
yeah, nah,
he
for
passed,
sure.
then everything just stopped. You know what I mean?
But you know, everybody's situation different.
Different.
Like, cause I know C Struggs people over there, they trying to get they shit rolling over there with C Struggs music. And
Really?
you know, C Struggs was my dog before he passed. You know, so
And they ain't got it out yet.
not yet. But
It's been a while.
I think they trying. I think they trying to muster some stuff up.
It's just locked down in litigation.
We'll see. That, you know, that ain't my testimony. If they call me, of course I help.
Yeah.
Like I always do for Big Bro, C Struggs, but whatever they got going is what they going. I know they working on something over there with C Struggs.
Wow. When you think about just the Dallas, Fort Worth area and the mess that's been, man, it's been crazy, you know. And like I said, we thought it was over when MO3 passed away and got killed on the highway at 11:55, I think it was. Then we see at 10:40, we see Lil Ronnie, Get Money Lil Ronnie and his daughter
man.
get gunned down.
Oh man.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that hurt.
Like I thought that was over. I don't see it a lot of times in different cities. People in broad daylight in public places gunning people down like the DFW. What do you have to say when it come down to that? And how did it affect you that day when you seen that happen?
On both situations, the
On
Ronnie
both-
situation
Lil
is
Ronnie's
kind of new.
is new, so that's the one I was really referring to. We've talked about Mo3.
Yeah, I mean the 3 stuff was bad, of course, but the Ronnie stuff was like, because the little girl, right, his baby girl involved in. Me and my brother, we talk about everything. My brother got a little girl, and you know I think Lil Ronnie is a Scorpio, right? I'm not sure, but I think Lil Ronnie is a Scorpio, and Yayo, of course, is a Gemini. I remember him saying that on one of his past interviews. And my big brother got a little girl, and he a Scorpio, and I'm a Gemini. And I just started thinking like, damn, man, Lord forbid that ever was to occur with me. But it just breaks my heart knowing that type of shit out there is going on.
Yeah.
Like people really about doing that shit in the city, whether it's gangster or whether it's lame. I really think it's lame in the bitch, but you know, whatever, they gonna do what they want to do. But
Okay.
that situation is horrible.
I think, you know, we look at that situation and we look at these people, man, and we don't understand, you know, that, you know, we take life for granted a lot of times.
Right.
I tell people even after Kobe Bryant died, man, hug your loved ones, love them more, you know, once something like this happens, because it just show you that life ain't promised.
But
bro.
it's something a little bit deeper, and because Kobe, he died from an accident.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? It was still fucked up, but he died from an accident. Lil Ronnie got killed
Yeah.
with his daughter. His daughter got killed. Kobe and his daughter died in a helicopter. Somebody took Lil Ronnie and his daughter's life.
Yeah.
And there's no rhyme or reason for that. There's no justification. That shit fucked up.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
horrible,
yeah.
dog.
But no matter what, I feel like when you lose somebody, everybody's trying to blame somebody.
Right.
Even in both situations, because in a case where Kobe took the helicopter with the daughter, you know, people are gonna always feel like, man, why he had to take the helicopter? Why didn't he ride? Why didn't, you know?
Looking for somebody to blame.
Somebody
of course.
to blame.
Yeah.
You know, why didn't I stop him to make him late? If he was just a little bit later,
And that's what
I mean?
people that are grieving do most times. Like
Right.
if you ever grieve, I know I grieve. We all be like, now why the hell I you know, even why the hell I ain't stop him from smoking? He done died. He been smoking for 30 years. Why the hell I ain't stop him? You know, some people always try to take accountability and try to responsibility and
after
point,
the fact.
you know, blame and what I could have did, what I should have did. And, you know, at the end of the day, you got to remember that it was just their time. I've been hearing a lot about that with MO3 situation. People been saying that on a lot of interviews. It was his time. And
I believe that, but I've changed my thinking on that a lot of times. I believe that when it's your time, it's your time. But I believe that in life we have choices.
We do. You
understand what I mean?
And all these choices we make will lead to the ultimate, you know, at the end of the day.
Because there's times when, how many times we came to near-death situations? How many times a wreck? We was like, man, this could have happened way worse.
Then put my phone down, stop texting for our,
different things. And you know that God is trying to tell you, stop doing this, or stop going here.
Right.
Stop going to see this woman over here. Stop doing, you know what I mean? There's choice. If we could go back and even talk to Mo and say, you know, how many alerts did God give you before this happened? You know what I mean? There's so many things, but people refuse to acknowledge it.
Right. And only Mo and everybody that passed know those times that God put that in front of them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
wow, man, this one here started off pretty rough. You know, we've been dealing with death a lot on this channel, so we want to pull up. You know what I'm saying? We want to pull up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get to the music, man.
Yeah, no,
but that's the reality of life, you know. And I think people sometimes they run from the subject, they ignore it, and that's how you end up in those situations of losing a loved one by surprise. That's the one trying to jump in the casket. You know what I'm saying? Because they never did see it coming. But we like to talk about real things that happen in life on this channel. You know what I'm saying?
And music, for the most part, mirrors real life situations. So talking about real life is nothing, you know, because at the end of the day, it becomes art. It becomes therapeutic. Something happened to somebody in real life, most of the time they'll put it on wax. I know I do. I don't hold my pen back for nobody. Now,
but they put their version on.
They put their version, their perception of it on wax, and then next thing you know, you got diss tracks of somebody else putting their perception on it. So, you know, that's just life, man.
You a big Jay-Z fan? I mean, I heard this last, you know what I'm saying?
I fuck with Jay-Z.
You know, I mean, I'm you know me, you know, I'm
a hip hop fan.
I'm a little upset, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes with some of the moves that be made, but you know, I'm an older nigga, so you know, it's a difference. But I get you young niggas, y'all, and shout out to my boy Gutter TV because he's a big Jay-Z fan, you know, just like you probably, but you know, but I'm just a guy that says, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the South, man, we gotta have some structure, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I think a lot of time, it ain't just Jay-Z, it's just the way the industry is set up, period.
I got something coming for you.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I got something coming for you. I got something coming for you and Pushing Keys 3. I got something because you said Jay-Z.
Yeah, but the industry, you know, for sure. With the industry the way it is, it'll project the numbers the way it wants to project them. Right. And y'all be like, oh man, they came in #1. They came in on whose projection did it come in #1? Right. On whose billboard did it come in #1? Yeah. Have you ever been down in the bayou and listening to what we listen to? Yeah. Have you ever been in the trenches of Fifth Ward? Have you been in the trenches of Oak Cliff? You know what I'm saying? Have you been over, you know, of Littlefield or you know what I'm saying? What have you been? Have you walked through these places and heard what's going on to be able to even calculate on who's the best?
So because you spoke on something. I don't think you realized you were speaking on it. Culturally, I think is the word, right?
Dope.
Because culturally, you know, whether we speak, because I'm from Texas, right? And if I speak on like, I fuck with Jay-Z, at the end of the day, I'm still culturally from Texas. I can appreciate a Jay-Z. You know, I fuck with a Jay-Z. I fuck with Nas, right?
Yeah, me too.
I like hip hop in general, period. But culturally, of course, I'm a Texas baby. Yeah. Hell, I might be more of a California culture than the New York culture just because of my upbringing. You know, I done spent 2 years in California. Me and my big brother lived over there for a couple years when I was a baby. But I think that's what you're speaking on when you speak on, have you ever walked in this neighborhood? Have you ever seen these type of people? Have you ever spoke these type of languages? That's just a cultural aspect of it. I actually got into it with Rain on the creative side. Nothing too rah-rah. I got into it with Rain on the creative side about the Came Up song because I had when we first did a couple of the first couple rough drafts, there was a cultural aspect of the song that I felt like the final version was missing. And I remember telling Rain, we was up 3 o'clock in the morning just going back and forth. I'm like, they don't know how it feel to go to church on a Sunday morning and hear the soprano section louder than the altos, and they don't know how. And I remember Denzel saying something about cultural things when it comes to our art. And that's how I was feeling when me and Raina got into that one time over the Came Up song, like early on. And but that's when I realized Rain was extremely passionate. Yeah. And I think he realized I was extremely passionate as well. So yeah, man.
Did that help the chemistry of the music?
I felt like it did. I felt like it did. Regardless. Yeah. I felt like it did. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
I think that's live. Well, the one thing I can say about those different culturistic differences, like when if we go to Compton and we at Tams, is that what he called it? Yeah. Or on Rosecrans with OG, or if we go to Beverly Hills, or if we go to Vegas and we on the west side, or if we on the north side, you know what I'm saying? Wherever we at, you could tell the differences in if we in Atlanta or at Kansas City, Missouri with my boy Tech 9. Everybody's different, bro.
Right.
And everybody's dope.
And that's
what I said. Yeah. And if I'm in New York and I'm in Marcy's Projects with my boy D Haven, shout out. That's who I'll be over there with.
Right.
You know, it'd be like it's a different. You hear different sounds, different tunes, different dialects, all of that.
And then I have a problem with people trying to put our culture in a box. That's why I started the Pushing Keys thing. Because it was a time, I think last year, me and Hit That got into it, right? And about
shout out to Hit That.
Yeah, shout out Hit That.
He supposed to be coming on the show. We talked the other day.
Yeah. But we got
congratulations on the wedding.
For sure.
You know it's coming, right?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I hope your wife knows she got to pay up for life, and that's no bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, we got into it about things being popping in the club and all that, and I felt like that's a cultural box that the people that want to exploit us put us in. And my whole thing is, I can make waves on this piano the same way they try to make waves in the club doing all the kind of the superficial things. You know what I mean? Like we in the club doing it. And ain't nothing wrong with that because that's a part of us too. But there's something, we evolve from that and we come from something a little bit more creative than just what they try to, put us at.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with that.
Yeah. So that culture word is a big word to me when it comes to making this art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's humongous for me.
But at any rate, you a person that dived right in, and you understand that you in the pool of whatever it may be when it comes to culture, and you trying to figure out which wave you want to ride next.
Man,
you know what
I can do it all. Big, small, short, tall, bar none, fade all. We do it all, man.
What made you? Wasn't that whole song you redone here lately?
Oh man, I think
you said My Name Is Ho. Did you do that one?
I did PSA, public service announcement with what you call it, but I'm telling you, I got something for you.
Okay,
when it coming out?
Oh man, we got May 5th. Pushing Keys 3 coming out May 5th.
May 5th. What
I got for you coming a little earlier than that?
Oh yeah,
because at first I started Pushing Keys with nothing but Texas songs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I did Southside, Lil Kiki.
Yeah.
I did Mo City Don.
Shout out to Kiki, man. Shout out to Zero, man.
Yeah, I did Mo City Don. And then I went out of town with it a little bit. I did 1,000 Miles.
Okay.
Vanessa Carlton, which is a white girl. Something.
Okay.
But culturally, it's in our community. Like everybody liked the Vanessa Carlton one. And then, of course, I did Down for My Niggas for February.
Man.
Black History Month.
Shout out to C Murder.
Yeah, shout out C Murder. So
shout out to my boy KLC. That's man. You know what I'm saying? This beast mode.
5 on it, all them. So.
Oh, Yin Yang Twin got that video interview coming up next. You know what I'm saying?
But
not Yin Yang Twin, but
I know you're talking about.
Damn, 5 on it. I just said Yin Yang Twin.
But
what's his name?
Bay Area.
We got to say his name.
Yeah, come on with
it. We just did it. What is it? Young Mouth.
Okay.
Stop playing, man. We got a Young Mouth interview coming up, man.
Yeah.
I just interviewed him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh man, legend.
Yeah.
So
that's who you just said.
For sure. Yeah. 5 on it. So I'm. Culturally, that's
shout
what
out
we
to the
at
Yin Yang Twin. One of them fell off the stage the other day. I want to say that. That's why I mentioned them. You know what I'm saying? I know what's going on. I feel. Let's just first of all say we apologize for that happening. We pray that he okay on that stage. You know, you seen that? Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he fell. Man, we getting older.
For sure.
I seen them up at the one that one me and you went to, and I didn't even know who they was. Because we have gotten so much older. I think Fabo's still looking pretty good to be, he still dancing.
Fabo alien. Fabo alien. That ain't be doing some shit.
But we getting older, man. We gotta be careful on that stage, man.
Man.
You see Genuine, he falling. See, you gotta watch the old folks and know that you don't want to go.
I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing what they
It
going
ain't nothing
through.
wrong with falling,
Shout out
but
to
as
Bogey,
long
bro.
as
That's
you
how you get up.
Thank you.
That's how you get up.
You just gotta get
That's
up.
how you get up.
Shoot, Beyonce was young and she was falling on stage. She
did.
slipped a little
I
bit.
saw
She
her
got
stumble
up.
a little bit. I didn't see her fall.
Michelle fell on 106 and Park.
Yeah, and she got up.
But
she got
they
right
didn't
back
even
up.
help her.
But you're not supposed
Not
to. You're
supposed
supposed
to.
to
They left her
get
just
up.
Keep it moving.
Soldier.
Exactly.
They
Keep it moving.
stand up for me.
Keep
She
it moving.
Damn. I said, damn, they didn't help her.
That's an
man.
example of what you're supposed to do.
It was Michelle who Michelle who fell, and it was Kelly who didn't help her up.
You're not supposed to. You're
Or was
supposed
that
to get up.
Beyonce? I think it was Kelly.
Whoever.
I'm gonna find out. I'm
She's
playing
supposed
right
to
They
get
now.
up.
always do Michelle wrong.
That's what I
They
said.
always do Michelle.
But
right.
okay,
It
but
seemed
in a
like
case,
that,
didn't it?
but in a case
Yeah.
like that, when you're performing, are you supposed to stop performing and go help somebody up?
I think so.
No, not in that choreographed sense. Hell
Yeah,
no.
that's
gotta
gonna throw
grab her.
everything
Yeah,
totally
that's
off.
gonna-
She needs to get up and get back to
Her heel
where
broke,
it
I
at.
think, or something. She
Take them
still-
shoes off and
she
keep going.
did, I think.
That's all it. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
if
it
it's
was
choreographed.
She
You
a
gotta
G
keep
for
moving.
doing that.
It's a hell of a situation she made it through. Shout out to her, man. And she's still doing her thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
But
I
if you
could-
black youngster, you can fall and you can just
Oh,
ride
yeah,
that bitch and
yeah,
get back
yeah.
up and keep moving. You know what I'm saying?
So, when it come down to what you're seeing and what you do, is there anybody else out there that you see doing anything remotely close to what you're doing?
So what I do, Johnny Blaze, the female, man, the chick, she's cool.
Shout out to Johnny
I've heard
Blaze.
of
Johnny
her.
Blaze can play the piano and she can sing. I know it'd be a lot of other shit going on that
Oh,
I don't know nothing about.
Shout out to Johnny
But-
Blaze put
but
it on
her-
Boss Talk 2 years ago.
Yeah, she's super slept on when it come to art, man.
Yeah.
When it come to her on them keys, she's really good. She's really great.
Really great
Yeah,
at
yeah.
it.
As far as her playing the keys and singing, I play the keys and rap. Me and her got something coming actually. So
Who else was it that I see play?
Akeem Ali, as far as rapping is concerned, Akeem Ali out there, he doing his thug.
What's that dude name that be dun 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 dun? He don't sing though. He have a little blunt in his mouth. Dun, dun,
Who
dun,
be doing that on the
dun,
piano?
dun, 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 dun,
You gotta put me on.
What's that nigga name, man?
Young or older?
Older. Damn. He did that Dr. Dre. Dun, 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 dun.
Still Drake?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Scott Storch.
Oh, he a producer. That's a legendary
Yeah,
producer.
but the
for
way
sure.
he play them keys,
Oh
though.
yeah. He's a legendary producer.
He don't sing enough, but that's what I'm thinking about. Who be hitting that keys, man.
Yeah, that's a legendary producer. Scott
Remember,
Storch.
you remember what's his name talked about him on the show? Sean Paul, when he said him and Beyonce went and he did the song that they and Baby Girl, You Stay On My Mind. That's him.
He's a legend. Yeah, Scott Storch for sure.
Man, so what do you want to take this thing to, Ty? Like,
Man, we taking it everywhere. We take it out. Like I said, Pushing Keys 3 is coming out May 5th, but I need my recital. I need you to come to my recitals when I put it on.
Okay. When?
I want. We getting it everything situated right now. I'm getting my locations and my venues and everything. It's straight Thailand Productions. My company. We
And
producing.
you gonna
this
just
shit.
walk out and with a you gonna wear a thing that
I'm gonna have a whole shebang
what I'm
on.
saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a whole with the tux and I'm gonna come out.
and you come out
Spotlight,
and
grand
when
piano.
when he
I'm
he
gonna
got
do
to throw
the
you
flip.
gotta kick that thing.
The
And-
cape flip.
Yeah, he can be serious.
Nah, I'm just dead ass.
No, I need it to be that dramatic.
I'm dead ass. It's gonna be like a suit and tie formal event.
I'm coming.
Or unless we
Wow.
want to keep it ratchet, we'll see.
I like
You
give me a
suit and tie
reason to
formal
dress
event?
up. I need to dress up every now
grown
and
and
again.
sexy type
Yeah.
thing.
You
You
can
know
do
what I mean?
both.
We can do it all.
You can do both. You can do some either way to bring different crowds.
But nah, my recital is on the way. It's on the way.
How many you gonna plan to try? You gonna do a tour like? You
Yeah,
gonna-
definitely something real intimate, something real bougie.
Yeah.
Bougie, ratchet.
Yeah.
But walk the tightrope with that. You know,
Just
not
like-
even ratchet. We black. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Yeah.
You know, maybe of course Houston, because Houston showed me a lot of love. Atlanta showed me a lot of love. Charlotte showed me a lot of love. Of course, Los Angeles showed me a lot of love. Dallas, of course, my home. And yeah, we take it from there.
Man, the biggest and the hardest nigga out of Dallas right now, BigXThaPlug.
Okay.
Have you been able to work with him, or
I haven't, man.
have y'all talked about working together? Maybe.
I hit him up for a feature months and months and months ago.
Okay.
And it was 30 bands. It was 30 bands.
He ain't playing.
Hey, man, I salute the hustle.
He ain't playing.
I
He ain't playing.
salute the hustle, man.
You
And I
gotta
think
be a label mate.
I'm not I'm not in the label. I'm my own entity. And
He with United Masters. You got to talk to.
look,
that's a distribution deal.
Look, man, I support it. I'm grind. I'm just independent Ty Harris, Thailand music ass nigga. You know what I mean? And I support his guy. I think he worth every penny.
I think he is.
Cause a lot of motherfuckers, they'll get a feature price like that and they'll be like, man, bitch ass nigga, I can't believe that nigga charged me that whole ass shit. I'm not on that, bro. I support it. Cause I be charging for features too. and I don't want nobody telling me, you know,
your
complaining
price is
about
your
my
price.
Yeah, like what Zero Doe just say. I ain't going back and forth with you about my price.
Yeah,
like,
I like that, man. That's a hard young nigga right
man,
there.
I fuck with him.
But
So
you say that and 30 bands with a track with him can change your career too. The mode that it's in.
But
I mean, is that with the video too?
I'm not sure.
You didn't even get to make it that far.
I'm not sure, man. I salute him.
Can that really change your life? Like, is it a good investment? Like, if you have 30 bands to spend, and you do,
Can you get it back?
And you do a feature, can you get it back?
Here's the thing. Regardless if I get a feature from BigXThaPlug or not, what's for me is for me, and I'm gonna get it regardless.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
eat
that.
regardless. So like, I'm with it, and for sure. If we
If
ain't
the-
have other bills to pay,
We'll get that thing.
look, this piano expensive. Like a grand piano expensive. I gotta tote that bitch everywhere I go. But you know what I mean? Working waves to get there. I could get it on my own. Like I just said, Boss Talk 101. We don't
what a
chase
boss is
waves.
talk.
We don't chase waves. We make waves.
Man.
It'll be good to work with you and collab with you. Anybody from the city, it'll be good to work with you and collab. But you know, at the end of the day, I got my own motion as well.
But
That's
being
real.
an artist, how important it is to budget your whether your features or budget anything that you do properly. So to say that, okay, I got to make sure I'm going to try to make this back somehow, or double it, triple it.
You gotta think like
Oh,
that.
we
Being an
all
artist.
hustlers. You know, man, I know the MO3 sector probably gonna be mad at me for this, but I respect Trap Boy Freddy for his hustle mindset. I think Trap Boy Freddy has an amazing, just outside looking in, watching him work and seeing how he hustles this, that, and the third. Rainwater has a great hustle mindset as well. Hashi's manager, Hashi Shinju, he's dope. Dabi, he has a great hustler's mentality as well. All these people, and hell, even X, they all have great ways to do things as far as making their money back, especially New Dallas. And I just watch from the outside on how, okay, we do this, they sell that, they sell merch, shows, streams, everything they got to do to just make this shit go, to make this battery charge. And I respect and appreciate everybody and how they doing it.
No, I agree.
Give me a situation where you invested in yourself and spent a bag. You can tell me the true amount or a roundabout amount. And you weren't able to recoup it.
Okay.
And going back, if you could go back, what would you do differently? Because people watching and they're thinking about making certain moves, and you know.
Early on, I think we spent about, I want to say we spent about 16 to 32 bands
Okay.
on a club run for a song called Beg and Plead. Great song. But this is why I don't really care too much for the club, because you don't make no money back from that unless you spend 100.
Really?
Without a shadow of a doubt, indubitably. Anybody tell you different is lying. So
Say that again.
you got in order to do the club wave and the club runs and to make it and to really hit that hoe, you got to spend about 100
I agree.
And
to
he
make
spent-
it back.
So you said you only spend around 30,
16 to 32.
16 to 32 but doing 100, how would
That's
you?
when you're gonna see your break evens and your returns for sure, without a shadow of a doubt.
Because it's more
Indubitably.
advertisement.
Yeah, and that's how in my eyes, that's what it takes for the legs to get up under it for real. Like, what I did, I probably did like a third of what I was supposed to do, and then I tapped out. Because goddamn, nigga, I ain't selling no bowls. You can't call and get it at your door tomorrow. Nah, hell no, that ain't me. I gotta walk in my own truth. But you know, I'm not scamming, not none of that. I get my money strictly off music, period, nothing else. So
Wow.
you know what I mean? I ain't trying to indict nobody, but at the same time, like,
But man, okay, when you think about all of the different artists in the Dallas area, we got this thing called New Dallas, and Zillionaire Doe, man, I've been listening to him. I was already put on him early on, but you know me, I know my lane, so I don't really just I'm a guy that kind of. I wait and see what God will have for me.
Right.
I'm more of a respect dude too.
For
I was
sure.
able to do Huncho Amir.
Head Honcho Amir.
Yeah, I did Head Honcho Amir.
Lo
Shout
Deezy
out to
doing
Lo
a
Deezy.
great job.
Lo Deezy was
Yeah.
the
And he
one
just
that
got
have-
signed to-
And I was telling Lo Deezy, no man, don't bring me them young niggas over here because I don't have time for that. I don't want to disrespect them, and I don't want to be disrespected.
I don't think they own that, bro.
They wasn't. Well, Head Honcho, he was so humble. It's like, damn, maybe I caught him because you've been through so much with.
Right.
They all
Niggas.
look alike, nigga.
Yeah,
Them niggas look alike.
Yeah,
they got
for
these
sure.
big chains on,
Yeah, for
and you
sure.
think, damn, with the chain come the arrogancy.
Yeah.
You know, you think, okay, they think they don't need us anyway, so why deal with it? I don't want to bother nobody.
Nah, I don't
I'm
think
just
they
telling you
own
how
that,
you
yeah.
be thinking.
Yeah.
Dallas is dope, and I love all the dopeness, and I don't have to be. I'm cool with it, man. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
we all having a good time with this thing. You know what
sure,
I'm saying?
for sure,
So
for
when
sure.
I see them or whatever, I always play their music or listen to them, or I shout them out on the show or play their video like in it, like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yo, everybody get blessed, you know.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the New Dallas movement when you look at the Zillionaire Does, the Montana 700s, the New Dallas?
Yeah.
Are you considered New Dallas?
I'm not considered New Dallas. I'm like in Dallas. I'm like the middle child.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm too young to be with the older crowd, but I'm too old to be with the younger crowd. Like they came out of high school like yesterday. I came out of high school a couple days ago. The older people came out of high school maybe a week ago. So I can't classify myself as that because then I'd be riding their wave. I'm not trying to ride their wave. Let them young boys eat. Let them young boys go. Them YNs going crazy.
Have you worked with any of them, or would you be willing to work with?
Of
any?
course. That's true unity to me. I remember last year they was talking all this. We got to unify the city and this, that, and the third. And it's cool, but when you just unifying with your partners, that's not true unity.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when it ever come a time, I see them and I know they see me, and it's mutual respect on both ends. Like I said, Lo Deezy, I saw Lo Deezy the other day. I've talked to Lo Deezy on you know, just very brief, but cool dude, cool cat. I mean, hell, I hate to fuck it. Even Yella gave me, you know, some words of encouragement, some words of, you know, wisdom
That's good.
through this whole ordeal with what I've been doing with pushing keys. So it's all love with me. It's all love with me.
What about what about Big E? Now that's Rain's. That's Rain's artist.
Big E's dope.
Are you willing to work with Big E?
Of course, man. Big E came to one of the videos I shot with Pushing Keys, the Get It Sexy one that I did on the piano, and she was there. And hell, even the Mexican cat, OG Chris,
Okay.
OC Chris.
That's another artist that Rain.
Yeah, man, they all dope. Rain is, like I said, Rain is a great promoter. You take the good with the bad, whatever the hell you want to say, but Rain does what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
He gets the job done. So yeah.
Well, let me ask you, like that's the whole game. Like, are you guys? Who have you outside of course, OG Bobby Billions, MO3? Who else have you collab with?
Hashi
I know you gonna
Senju,
say
yeah.
Hashi.
That's my guy,
Yeah,
man.
Hashi.
Hashi Senju is super slept on, and I think Hashi got a lot to say about some shit. Like, I think Hashi's big homie Kevy.
Okay.
He's a part of New Dallas. I fuck with, but I think we got a song or two. I can't remember. Hell, even I think I got one with Murder Gang PB.
Is it Kev Got Bands? Is that who you or Big Homie?
No, Big Homie Kevin. Not Kevin. Not Kevin Got Bands.
I gotta look Big Homie Kevin up.
Yeah. He a part of the New Dallas wave too, though.
Okay.
So I think he one of them ones that slept on over there too.
I never really heard of him, so I'll be looking up now. You plugged him in.
Yeah. Big Homie Kevin. He's cool too. Just if you ready to work, you ready to come to Thailand and get on, step in front of my piano and rap, nigga, let's do it. Like I'm with it all. That's something different. Ain't nobody ever did. Whoever want to come next to my piano and you want to get it off your chest, come on.
Oh, that'll be hard.
Come on, I done made my whole platform. I got my whole platform myself. So
that's dope.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
I just love the energy, man, and love the fact that you are willing to work with everybody. You willing to step up to the plate. I think that's important. We got to make sure that we Go Yayo just came home.
For sure.
Is he one that you like to get in there and do your thing with?
Too, for sure.
Shout out to Fort Worth. Go Yayo.
Man, and like I said, I'm passionate. And I know he going through something right now. And it's none of my business. I'm not supposed to, but I know he going through something right now. I'm all about working, and I'm all about the art. And I know that art reflects life. It mirrors life. And I know the best way to get up out of certain shit is to focus on that art.
Wow.
So just like even with this MO3 stuff, like I know it's a sensitive topic. I know it's a sensitive subject. I know it's people gonna be mad at me or mad at you. And I don't give a damn about that, because at the end, for me, art clears all that shit away.
Yeah.
I'm from Oak Cliff. I'm from them places where they said 3 did whatever they did with, but genuine soul, I'm come like I am, come as I am every time.
That's what matters.
And the art flush all that shit out the way.
Yeah, I agree. You're very different because you deal with this piano, right? These keys, right?
Yeah.
What did you think when you seen Jamie Foxx, being he from Turl, come back on the scene, do his Netflix like special, and he playing the piano, and you seeing him getting back in his bag, after he experienced that situation. Being that y'all fellow piano type playing niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, he the GOAT, man. Yeah. That's a legend. That's a legend again.
But what did you think when you seen him come out like he did?
Like I said, art mirrors life. He went through some shit, gave him a story to come out and give us that Netflix special. Give us that special he gave us. And hell, my mama was crying when she was watching that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Do you remember the first time seeing Jamie Foxx play the piano?
It had to been one of them old ones.
It had to be one of them early
old ones,
like early shows.
Yeah,
like on the Jamie Foxx show, or because he didn't do it really on Living Color. He didn't do it on.
I don't really remember.
Yeah, you too young, nigga.
Okay,
but you know what I'm saying.
I done seen a couple reruns,
nigga. You too young. But Jamie played that piano on that on the Jamie Foxx show. He had to bring it into his. Into his show, into his sitcom. You know what I'm saying?
He a jack of all trades,
that
though.
Nigga bad, man.
Yeah. Y'all gonna see me acting one of these days, too.
I love to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in that bitch. Y'all gonna see it.
Would you love to work with Jamie Foxx?
Of course.
You do it?
Of course. That's one of them ones. I'd love to work with. I like to work with weird people anyway.
Yeah, well, you call them weird. Okay, did you watch?
That's just because I'm Dallas lingo.
You watch Ray, right? You watch Ray? How you think he did in that movie back in the day?
Man, he was. That's where it was. That's where I realized Jamie Foxx could really play the piano, because even behind the scenes they was talking about that shit, and I was like, oh man, Jamie Foxx really was doing that, and he got in the character like that. This shit really scary in the bitch, because you got to be a different type of like.
He said I think they taped his
eyes, and he was just walking around.
He was killing it.
And then see on some of my Pusha keys, they be like, look at him trying to be like Ray. But see, the thing is, I learned from my uncle, because he's a minister of music in church and everything. That's how they keeping the beat. That's how they keeping everybody on tempo.
Yeah,
so it's not like I'm trying to do it, but I'm trying to stay with my metronome when I'm rapping. So I'll kind of do the Ray Charles thing. But
you're not the only one. I've seen other people do that too, and I'm like, oh, that's a Stevie Wonder, the Ray Charles.
Yeah. We all just trying to keep. Even Lil Richard at times. Just trying to. You just watch the shoulder go down.
When you did Southside the Realest, did you do the exact same song?
I Did my own little
Give
rendition.
me a little bit of that.
Oh man, Southside the realest, drug dealers, killers, awesome gorillas.
Yeah, see, you can't
Hope that you
remember.
hear this.
Look at-
Who said that we ain't in the wizards? Car changing colors like
How that verse go?
Southside is the realest, but it's Oak Cliff business. Y'all just don't want to admit it. But these Dixie Circle niggas putting bullets in your fitted. Better watch out where you're stepping. Better yet, you better pivot. I don't hear no messy shit. These messy bitches crickets. Yeah, I like a sexy bitch. I love it when she lick it. Dope dealing wizards, Harry Potter selling midget. He don't know you. He gonna fuck around and tax you with the ticket. They be about the beef, bitch. We about the bread. They just play for keeps. They ain't trying to spread. Say they ain't for teeth, but they hit him in his leg. Nah, I ain't gonna speak because these niggas be the feds. Don't be scared. Bitch, we at the fur. East Dallas over here, Park Road over there. I don't like to hang unless I'm outside with a purr. Young with a ratchet wig. Oh, with a natural hurt.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. That music different, man. It hit different. I just be wanting them to know we got talented dudes down here, man. They ain't playing no games for real.
With that Texan accent.
What?
Because the words
Love
you're
it,
using,
nigga.
that's straight Texas.
Oh, I love it, man. I
Code
love
switch
it.
it. I got a code switch from time to time.
That's the one E40 gave you that call on. No,
No, man. I think it was Crook for Life. He called me about.
he called you that Crook for Life.
You was rapping fast. You were rapping fast and playing the keys at the same time. You know.
that's good stuff, boy.
Yeah,
love
man.
that nigga, man.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real, man. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, to even make those connections, man. Have you heard from Snoop lately? Hell, he don't call no more. Where's
Not
Snoop
at all.
at?
Not at all.
Ain't heard from the nigga, huh?
Not at all. Not
Well,
at all.
I guess we better try to get this nigga on the phone or something. You know what I'm
He
saying?
cool, man.
Where the hell is Snoop at these days? I mean, he been kind of quiet ever since he went to that damn Trump
Look,
thing.
he's
I
super-
need his ass back on pivot. You know what I'm saying?
He's super busy. Get your shit together, Snoop. It's all good. We riding. We riding. It's cool.
Do you what do you think about just when you look at, you don't care about politics, I'm pretty damn sure. You just trying to live your best life daily. We don't get involved in politics, but when you see all of these things, people performing for Trump, I mean, or Kanye coming out in his KKK outfit, you know, you said it's art, nigga. No, don't back up your
No, you right, but goddamn. You know, sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? He says art. The nigga said it's art.
Hey, sometimes the game be sold, not told. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is it? Do you feel like sometimes you can go too far?
of course, it could be insensitive. But
Yeah.
if you feel passionate about it, if that's what you own, if you want to jump in that water, go ahead, do your thing.
He going through some stuff because the other day he took a shot at his mama, his dead mom.
That's some Gemini shit, and I be
Yeah.
scared that I'm gonna fall into that.
Just
Gemini
being
shit
real.
too.
See, you didn't know.
Yeah, he said she was a lesbian or
Yeah,
something.
something, yeah.
And maybe she was. Only he know that. That's his testimony.
Yeah. He coming with it.
Yeah, he ain't sparing nobody.
Everybody, you got to. The word of God in 8:32 say, "You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free." He's free.
He's trying to
You hear
just
me?
add
He's
it to
really free.
everything.
Something, man. He going through something. That's
Yeah,
all I can say.
That's all everybody said when they're dealing with him.
But what am I supposed to say? I don't know what I can't call him on the phone and be like, hey, bro, shut your ass up. But you with that bullshit. I can't do nothing about it. Yeah, that's his testimony. That's his path.
That's the way he going out, man.
Yeah, pray for him.
How precautious are you when you go to these different events or shows and you dealing with a lot of different people who be having, beef and having situations and you having to go around different crowds of people? How do you handle yourself? How do you move? Because you in the mix of it. If you go into an outing, events and all that, how do you move?
I mean, of course I stay on my P's and Q's. For instance, I went to the BET Awards with Rainwater last year, right? And it was a couple things that I didn't like. He would have his back turned toward the street. And I'd be like, he didn't know me from Adam, but at the same time, here you go, this little nigga right here trying to protect his ass. Hey, Rain, turn around, bro. Don't have your back toward the street, nigga. You know you Rainwater, right? You know you be talking a lot of shit. So, of course, I stay on my P's and Q's, but I do walk with God.
That's it.
You know what I mean? My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ will
Come
protect
on,
me
man.
through everything, anything. So I'm not too paranoid, but I'm not gonna make it easy on a nigga now.
No,
It ain't gonna be
that.
easy, but and also I don't move like that anyway. I'm not out here doing no dumb shit either.
Yeah.
So
I think you, like I said, you got it right. you just gotta keep yourself prayed up, you know, and you definitely gotta you gotta carry a certain energy, right? Where you not even with it and you not even dealing with it like that. So I don't know what you own, but I'm not even on that, man. So as you push that energy around, I think the energy will permeate the room, and I think
and
it
that
pushes
super rah shit be lame anyway. You know what I mean? Like even I'm saved, not soft. You see what I'm saying? So all that rah shit really lame in a bitch. Especially if you're like, come on, bro. Like, we out here like that? It ain't even like that, bro. Just relax. We out here trying to make some money. And if you're single, you trying to get you a woman or two. So ain't no need to be on that type of time.
I gotta ask you the hard questions, man. Soulja Boy just got sued for $4 million from a young lady. Like, I mean, how do you keep yourself from out of the situation? His assistant ended up suing him, and I believe she won the $4 million. So she was his assistant. Some people say allegedly she was his blunt roller. Like, but she ends up suing him later on. They had became intimate and became doing different things around the different little entourages around there. But they end up, once she leave, now it's a sexual assault charge. Like, and how do you avoid dealing with situations where you might put yourself in a situation around people who just because of your art, they end up being in your mix, and you basically now have to maneuver around that algorithm.
Like trying to take advantage and say I done did something I ain't do?
Well, either that or just not putting yourself in situations. How do you avoid those situations? How do you maneuver around this success of Ty Harris in the mix of, man, you got some girls out there that, they screaming and hollering for the piano to play.
I'm still introverted a little bit, and then I'm not even introverted. I say this, I focus on work. I work really, really hard. Idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
So when you ain't doing something, or you end up doing something you're not supposed to be doing, and your vices will get to whispering in your ear, and you get to be in places that really wasn't designed in your purpose. God, he got our purpose laid out for us.
Come on,
you see what I'm saying?
Come on now.
So when you out here, when you deviate from the purpose, you deviate from the path. That's the dumb shit. And because I'm one track mind, tunnel vision. I'm to the path. So, it's a lot of women out here call me lame. because
because you're not running after them.
These old sass ass niggas want to be chased. It's not that. I'm not just worried about that. Like you're
just not interested in them.
That's rough. That's rough. You gotta let them down easier than that.
But when it comes to Ty Harris, who would Ty Harris like to ultimately work with?
Hans Zimmer.
Who is that?
He's a soundtrack score, movies. Hans Zimmer's my favorite artist. You can look up my Apple Music, my Spotify. Hans Zimmer's at the top of each list of Hans Zimmer. People don't know, like I said, I like weird shit. I go to the movies a lot. My art and everything. Hans Zimmer from Doom Music. He won an Oscar the other day, I think, or a Grammy, I can't remember, but Hans Zimmer's my favorite artist of all time.
What is something that we can recognize him from? Because I don't know.
Batman. He did the theme for The Dark Knight. He did the theme for Inception. Okay. He did the music for Dune. He does the music for Pirates of the Caribbean. He does the movie.
Wow.
Rainwater reminds me of Jack Sparrow. I was listening to Hans Zimmer while I was running the other day, and Jack Sparrow don't always tell the truth, but he don't always lie either. But he get the job done. He might throw you under the bus for his own self-interest, but at the same time, you getting what you asked for. But anyway, Hans Zimmer does a lot of. I'm a big, huge fan of Hans Zimmer. The movies he's in, the movies he does the soundtrack score too. So Hans Zimmer's my guy.
Wow. So will you be locally, you and Tri-Boy Freddy gonna do anything else together?
We don't know. I don't know about all that.
You ain't been in the studio?
No. But I'm willing to work with anybody. I'm from the city. I'm for the city. Unified. If it come time, I'm with it. Whatever you want to come stand next to these keys, come on, let's do it.
What about OG Bobby Billion?
Yeah, for sure. We just did something the other day.
Okay.
And he dealing with fatherhood. So
like we seen the baby sitting right here.
Man,
he was young.
Look, life reflects, or art reflects life. So if me and Bobby do a song, it's gonna be about him and fatherhood. I think that's something that, you know, black fathers in our community, in our culture, right? We don't really have a voice for that. And I think Bobby could be the voice for that. You hear a lot of like people on podcasts and talk about, you know, being a father now. Sean Cotton, he's a father.
My boy, shout out to
You know what I'm
Sean
saying?
Cotton.
Man, Sean Cotton, he don't get enough credit.
That's my guy,
He don't
man.
get enough credit for Ty Harris. You know what I'm saying?
He always pushing Ty.
Sean Cotton is a major
How does Sean
advocate of-
Cotton help Ty Harris, the brand?
Man, Sean Cotton took $500 from a young Ty Harris and been rocking with Ty Harris forever. Ever since.
That was the best investment you could have made.
That $500 that I gave Sean Cotton has carried me. You know how they say relationships is more than money? That is a relationship that I cherish.
Wow.
And I don't mean to just be dick riding, but at the same like serious business. Like Sean Cotton, and he don't look for it either. Some people like to get in front of shit and be like, I did it, you know, but
I'd have never knew that if you hadn't said.
See what I'm saying?
He been on here 5 times.
He don't get a lot of credit. He don't get a lot of credit for the things that he do. He just takes a lot of blame, and I think that's a quality in most people that is overlooked. Somebody that's not quick to take credit, but someone that's okay with taking the blame. Like my Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott. A lot of people don't like him, but he never takes the credit, but he always takes the blame. Interception, not even his fault sometimes. Wide receiver ran the wrong route, but he gonna take the blame. And I think that's the type of person Sean Cotton is. And that's the type of person I want to be.
Wow.
Like managers and all these
most leaders are like that.
You know, the middlemen, they don't ever want to take the blame for shit. You know, when I win, we win. We win. But when I lose, nigga, I lost.
You lose.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you should have been doing this. You should have been doing. All right, you right. I should have did it. I love the blame because that gives me freedom. You know what I mean? When I take a blame for something, that's so much freedom, and it's liberating to me. I like when people be like, he ain't do right. I like when people be like, I can't fuck with him because he didn't. That means I'm in control.
Wow.
That means it's my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like the losses. Like Kobe, he airballed.
When I think about, like I said, the Sean Cotton legacy and what he did with Say Cheese and that brand, I don't see nobody, you know, that's got it out the mud.
Yeah.
Did it on his own.
Yeah.
That's why I always commend. That's why I awarded him here. Did it on his own.
He don't never say he did it on his own.
But he did.
He'll say my team helped me. Like the thirds
No,
of
I'm
the
talking
world.
about coming with the little camera. I'm talking about that
but-
first initial, I'm doing this and I'm going to these places. That's what I be telling him.
Right.
And you going over here and you in these neighborhoods. He, like I said, between him and Gutter TV was first, of course. And then it was Gutter TV say he was the only thing after MTV. Yeah, Gutter TV. No cap. I've been watching
real?
him. Gutter TV, then him, then Vlad TV, then Say Cheese TV. I think.
Really?
Yeah. But them boys go way back, man.
I'm not gonna lie. In Dallas, Texas, in my little corner of the world, Oak Cliff, the first blog I ever saw.
With Say Cheese.
And it was them and Uno Loso and Goonside over there in them apartments over there off Hampton, I think. And that was the first time I saw a Say Cheese TV. A blog, period. That's the first time. Because, like, I remember my big brother, they was still hustling out of Big T.
Shout out to Big T.
Yeah, DJ D Real.
Yeah, shout out to D.
I might have been one of the youngest niggas on one of them DJ D Real water trapper tapes. You know what I'm saying? So
and Say Cheese he was early with it, man.
Yeah, like I said, I'm the middle child. So while they were doing this shit, I was in high school. I was in middle school or high school somewhere. So
that's dope, man.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, when you look at his legacy and going, I told him the other day, I said, you went to the neighborhoods, man. You did a lot of stuff nobody else ain't even that ain't even happening like that.
Man,
bro.
he out of town, nigga. He went through all that shit.
He went through that
shit. So Shout out,
bro. Man. If I was gonna give an award out, and I need to start my list up for these different platforms, because if we don't start, but I got some stuff coming.
Okay,
I got some big stuff coming, and when I do drop it, it's gonna be like, bam, nigga, this is what it is, and it's gonna be coming at you so many ways you ain't even know it's me doing it.
Hey man,
that's how cold I am.
Hey man,
you'll be like, damn man, that's a dope. You know, you go, how did I make that? Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
Keep punching.
I'm gonna make sure you know that we get the recognition we deserve in the right way, on the right platforms, to be respected.
Nah, you doing it.
That's what I think.
You doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
So I gotta ask you, what's the longest relationship you've ever
Let's
been
get him then. All the way in his business.
Man, a while, a long time.
Like 10 years, 5 years?
I don't like dating people I didn't know back in the day. So,
you one of those?
Yeah,
you don't trust these.
Yeah, I don't. No, hell no.
So if you go out and meet somebody, that's definitely a no go.
I wouldn't say that, but I like middle school.
That's where you reach back for it.
Like I'll take it back to middle school. Oh man, yeah. She had a crush on me back then. I was going to football practice and I never got a number. I was scared. We after homecoming dances, we was by the tree. I never got to because I was shy. Now I'm somebody. Hey baby, how you doing? I'm Ty Harris. You remember me? And then boom, bada bing. Yeah.
But you still ain't answer the question.
No, I sure didn't.
I'm gonna get it.
I sure didn't.
How long? 5 years, 10 years?
About around that.
Okay.
Around that.
Fine, I'll let you go.
Around that.
Man, hold up,
around that.
What's the main quality you look for in a relationship?
Ooh-wee.
And how can a woman make you feel safe in your space?
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, she going to that woman, man.
Yeah, that my love languages.
Yeah.
Which is? What is
catering to my love languages. And then something I think that's overlooked. You know, I be getting therapy and shit. You know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Just allowing a man to be a man. You know what I mean? Because, you know, our community, our mothers was big boss. And a lot of our women, our young women, have never seen a woman let a man be a man. And like, for example, something small like changing a tire. Mm-hmm. I can change a tire. Mm-hmm. If you go down and I really care about you, because some of these niggas, they don't really be caring about it. But if I really care about you, if you go down, your tire messed up, and you call me, I'm running. Don't call them. I don't want no other man being a man for my woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know as men, we be lacking on it, but if it's time to take the trash out, you can get on my ass about taking the trash. I'll take the trash. I want to. I want to be a man for you. So just allowing me to be a man is like something real slept on that I value.
Okay, because you know, women, our problem is if we ask you one time and you ain't get up, we gonna go do it ourselves.
Yeah, and y'all gotta stop that.
Because it's not like we can't do it. So a lot of times when we do, you know, I actually do some things because we want you to be the man.
Yeah, for sure. But also, I'm not your slave now. but I want to be your man. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what I'm down for that.
Well, I'm about to end it, but I couldn't end it without asking you. I mean, was that the last behind the bar that we'll get from you?
What, Half Pint?
Yeah. Shout out to Half Pint, you ain't called me, bro. Well, I ain't call you, nigga, but I'm not gonna be the first one to call every time.
Nah, Half Pint, my guy, man. Whenever he call, I'm there.
So I asked, you only done one so far, right? Or did you do two?
I've done a couple.
Okay.
I've done a couple. One of them I don't even think came out, but it's cool. Even the artist I work with, Destiny Blue, she had a behind the bars.
Okay.
And Half Pint is great. Anytime Half Pint call, I'm there.
You there?
I'm there for him.
What do you think? And we gonna give him his flowers because I ain't gonna. How do you feel like he's doing? You know, in behind the bar, in what's the reviews and all the stuff that you see with his brand?
He's a hustler.
Yeah,
he's a hustler. I know they call him lazy. I know they called him lazy at one point.
On here. Yeah. Yellow called him lazy on here.
Yeah,
I think Yellow was whooping on him real bad.
Yeah, but you know, I guess. But
he owed it to him.
That's a brother dynamic there. That ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's iron sharpening iron right there. Yeah. But Half Pint got a hustle, and like I said earlier, like Half Pint one of them ones that hustle too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah,
I like to see you and Lil Ronnie do something with him by that piano.
We got a song.
Well, it ain't came out
because I be tripping.
Man, come on, bro. Y'all,
tripping.
do you not know this? That y'all, you know, that might be the one. That might be the one.
But it
Let
be
me tell you
timing,
something. The
though.
one you holding back might be the one.
Lil Ronnie gave me a big, a lot of words of encouragement too, because I was down on my dick at one point, sitting up there at Digital University, trying to do something. And I was like super desperate, and I'm trying to do something. He told me, he said, "Bro, just keep punching."
Yeah.
And a month later, I started doing pushing keys.
Wow.
And you know, and now we here.
Yeah. The one thing, yeah, don't worry about that. Man, all I can say, man, is we want to first of all tell you Boss Talk 101 is a home for you. Anytime you pushing something, man, you're always welcome to come by here.
Man,
let us know what we doing, you know, for us to try to promote it. You one of them artists from Dallas, and this is for the Dallas artists. I want you to hear from Ty Harris himself.
Yeah.
When you wanted to come on Boss Talk 101, you just did what?
I just called,
And what happened?
picked up, we got it rolling.
That's
Yeah.
it right there,
Yeah.
right? The work pretty much afforded him the ability to be on Boss Talk 101. And
For
where you
sure.
from again?
Dallas, Texas.
So stop playing,
Yeah.
Dallas. I see a lot of y'all in the comments acting like I don't be letting the Dallas. I did more Dallas interviews than I done did more interviews than a lot of niggas.
And I'm safe up here. I feel safe up here, man. No, for real.
No, we
Yeah.
love you, man.
Yeah,
At
love
the
y'all
end of the
too,
day,
for sure.
whatever you doing, we doing. That's
For
all I'm
sure,
telling you.
for sure.
And shout out to Dallas and all these artists out here, man. Shout out to the Zillionaire Does
shout
and
out
the
everybody.
Montana 700. I can't name all these niggas.
I can't. Hashi Sinju, my dog, my brother, OG Bobby Billions, everybody, yeah, all
Trap
that.
Boy Freddie,
For
man.
sure, for
my boy
sure.
Rainwater, Yellow
Rainwater,
Beezy,
all of 'em.
all these folks, man. All of them got. This is just who we are in
Exactly.
Dallas, you know. And then my
Exactly.
Houston family, man. My Houston family showed me so much love.
Nah, Houston
it's
show a
crazy
lot of
how
love.
that. Look, Kiki come down here and show me so
Man.
much love. He been making me like, damn, bro. Do I need to move over to take this Boss Talk to Houston?
Man, it'll make you feel like that. 'Cause they
show
showed me a lot of love
man,
too, for sure.
LD 300, man,
Yeah.
all them boys, man. When it come down to it, man, they showed me a little Pow Wow.
Man,
he came
Pow
on
Wow,
Boss
yeah,
Talk.
yeah. He showed me
I'ma
some
tell you
love,
something.
too.
I think Pow Wow did the longest interview we ever done.
Wow.
I'm serious. I ain't even put it out yet, and I got it. I done put a lot of clips out.
Wow.
But he probably did the longest interview.
That's one of the ones I'm trying to work with too.
Out
bro.
of everybody that we've done, Pow Wow gave me 4 hours.
Damn.
I love Pow Wow, bro.
Pow
But I've
Wow
been knowing
true.
that. I've been knowing Pow Wow from way back. He
Wow,
made me.
true.
He made me a believer in the reason why I never, man. I just always respected him and Crystal and when I met him in Vegas
yeah.
and his family and the way he carry himself, man.
Family,
You can't.
man.
If a nigga mad at Pow Wow, nigga, me and him gonna have a problem.
Yeah, bro, because what do you do? What you do? No, for real.
Say check it, man. Thank you for coming on the
Man,
show,
I
man.
appreciate you.
We
Thank
love
y'all.
you. It's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101.
sir.
What a bosses talk,
And we out.
man.